He didn't come from privilege. He didn't wait for permission. And he definitely didn't follow the usual path. One moment, he was just another voice from the estates. The next, his name was everywhere. Trending, debated, questioned. But what really changed? And why is everyone suddenly trying to figure him out now? As of 2025, his net worth is estimated at around 74 million Kenyan shillings, a remarkable figure for an artist still in the early stages of his career. That wealth is believed to come primarily from music streams, digital distribution, live performances, brand interest, and the rapid monetization of online attention. Unlike many artists before him, his rise has been closely tied to the internet, where numbers move fast and relevance moves even faster. His lifestyle reflects quiet progress rather than loud excess. There are no widely publicized luxury mansions or flashy car collections attached to his name, at least not yet. Instead, what stands out is momentum, studio time, consistency, and a growing presence that suggests this chapter is only the foundation. Because this success, it didn't start here. The story begins in Kaole, Nairobi, far from record labels, far from industry connections, far from guarantees. Born Timothy Omondi, he grew up surrounded by real life, unfiltered emotions, street conversations, stories that didn't need polishing, just honesty. Music became an outlet before it became a career. He recorded, shared, released tracks that felt raw, poetic, and different. At first, the response was slow, but then something shifted. Listeners didn't just hear his music, they felt it. His sound stood out in a crowded scene. Introspective, emotional, sometimes uncomfortable, but undeniably authentic. Songs started traveling beyond his immediate circle. Clips spread on social media. People asked, "Who is this?" Then came the turning point. The moment his name stopped being underground and started being discussed everywhere. Some praised the depth. Others questioned the style. Debate followed attention. But one thing was clear. He had entered the conversation. And once that happens, there's no going back. Despite the growing fame, he remains deeply private. He comes from a family background he chooses to keep out of the spotlight, with no widely published details about his parents or siblings. It's a deliberate boundary in an industry that often demands access to everything. There is no verified public record confirming that he is married. No confirmed spouse. No public announcements. In his music, especially love-themed tracks like Bud Flowers, he explores commitment and emotion. But these narratives remain artistic expression, not documented real-life relationships. There are also no credible reports confirming that he has children. At around 20 years old, he appears focused on building a foundation, both creatively and personally. And maybe that restraint is part of the intrigue. One surprising truth is how intentionally he avoids overexposure. In a time when many artists chase constant visibility, he lets the music speak first. Another is how quickly his rise has been analyzed. Some critics labeled him too different. Others said his style wouldn't last. Yet the opposite happened. The more unconventional he remained, the more curious people became. He represents a shift. A new generation of Kenyan artists who don't wait for validation from traditional gatekeepers. And that is exactly why he's trending. This is not just the story of a viral artist. It's the story of timing, of authenticity, of a voice that arrived when people were ready to listen. And if this is only the beginning, then the real story hasn't even been written yet. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video and subscribe to Inside the Millions for more cinematic deep dives into the lives behind the fame. Who should we cover next? Drop their name in the comments, because the next story might already be unfolding. Movie Camera Sparkle.